Hello, good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Natasha, and if you're new here, I try to post daily videos talking about different topics. I'm 30, I just turned 30, I live in London, and today's topic is about how to trust after you've been brokenhearted. And I thought of this theme today because I'm currently on a retreat. Don't know if you can see the house in the background, but it's absolutely stunning. I co-host a female-only society. I don't know if you can see the house. There it is. It's gorgeous. It's like a 11-bedroom manor house that we're staying in. And today I wanted to speak about how to trust again after you've been heartbroken in a relationship, because that topic came up last night and it made me realize that a lot of girls aren't dating or are embracing being single because they've been so heartbroken by men that, and probably men as well, that have been heartbroken by women. But obviously I don't have experience in that as much, so I don't know how men feel, but I would really like to know in the comments because it's something that really interests me, the topic of relationships. And I realised yesterday that a lot of girls have just given up because they've been hurt so much and it's hard to trust. One girl had a story about how she moved to a different country because this man proposed to her, and then they moved to London together, and then he said, oh, it's not working out, and broke up with her. And then others have just been like ghosted after dates and or cheated on, or none of the girls here, thank God, have been sexually or physically abused, but I have myself, and that is that took me years to heal from, to the point that I still, to this day, if something I sometimes still flinch and get flashbacks from like over 10 years ago. So I think if you are physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually abused, it probably stays with you for life, and it's probably going to take me to find a very gentle and understanding person to have a relationship with, because I am quite sensitive, and in the past I've been men have said to me that I'm too sensitive, but I don't think, too sensitive for you, but hopefully not too sensitive for the right person. So my last breakup was about 4 years ago, and it took me a good 2 years. Now, I just read some statistics. Oh my gosh, I need to show you this train. This is so cute. This garden is so big that it literally has a train that goes around the gardens. Is it going to go past here? Yeah, it's going to go past here, look. Can you see it? It's so cute. We're in Suffolk in South England. I think it's South England-ish. But my last breakup was 4 years ago, and since then I've been on quite a healing journey. I really struggled at first to be on my own because I was probably quite codependent, and I've had back-to-back relationships throughout my life. This is probably the first time in my life where I've been like fully single and not dating or in any kind of situationship for over a year, and it feels so freeing. And I don't just say that, I love my own company now. And at the start, when I first became single, I never thought I would get there. I was so broken. I was binge eating, I was isolating, I was taking alcohol and drugs. I was so lost. I thought everybody hated me. I felt so alone. I felt like I was never gonna have friends again. My friendships circle was quite toxic. I was finishing uni, and just it was the worst feeling. I felt awful. I threw myself into the gym. That really helped me. I'm just gonna find somewhere to put my phone down because my arm hurts. Next to the Horminum pronaceum flowers, apparently. Can I put you there? Can I put you there? Yeah, that works. I hope you can hear me okay. So yeah, learning to trust again. I think number one, it takes time. And that's really not nice to hear when you're in the moment and all you want is for the pain to go away. The hard part is the more you allow yourself to feel the pain in that moment and not block it out, the quicker you will heal. So if you numb it out with things like distractions, sleeping with other people straight away, drinking, smoking, even like binge eating, sugar, any kind of escapism, you're just prolonging the healing. So I highly advise that you don't do that. But again, if that's your only way of coping, then, you know, we all like go for it and don't judge yourself for it. Just be like, okay, right now I need cigarettes to get through this, or right now I need a bottle of wine every night to get through this because I'm not ready to feel the pain, and that's the only thing that gets me through. But it's not going to help you in the long run. So in my experience, if I could do it all over again, I would just like feel that pain, allow it, breathe through it, talk through it with a therapist. Also, like, finances are a big thing, because if you've got money, it's a lot easier to comfort yourself with things like massages and trips and buying your own comfort food. Like when I went, every breakup I've been through, I've been completely broke and in debt, and just that financial worry on top of the heartbreak was not nice. So if you've got money, fabulous, use it, darling. Use it to make yourself feel comfortable, and self-care. I wouldn't advise jumping back into dating, because if you're dating with a broken heart, you're probably going to attract someone who's also got a broken heart, or somebody that could potentially come into that wound, not come into your womb, come into your wound and make it worse. And potentially, because narcissists can seek vulnerable people and they want to latch on to you. So it's better to just not isolate, just be around people that you trust. But honestly, when I went through my last breakup, I didn't trust anyone around me, and I had all the reasons not to be honest. I wish I spent more time with family and opened up to family, but I was a little bit embarrassed and ashamed, especially with the amount that I was drinking and things. So I didn't want my family to see me like upset and like drunk all the time and stuff. So I kind of avoided my family. But the friends I was around, I'm glad that I avoided, because they weren't good for me at the time. And I just had to take a step back. I'm still friends with most of them, but I did have to take a huge step back just to protect myself. I stopped drinking alcohol. That really, really helped, through the help of AA and 12-step program. I stopped my binge eating through another 12-step program, Food Addicts Anonymous in recovery. That's amazing, and it's all free. I started the Ivy Society, but before this, when I was in my breakup period, I started another girls group. Turned out to be toxic. The friend I made it with, it was toxic. Now I'm honestly operating from a whole heart, where I feel like I'm not completely healed. Will we ever be completely healed? Probably not. I think life is a journey of healing, but I'm definitely in a place 4 years later which sucks because I wish it was like this like 6 weeks after, but it's 4 years later and I'm finally feeling like I'm happy on my own and I'm starting to love myself. And when I say love myself, it's a different kind of love, because I used to be quite self-obsessed with my body and things. Now I'm so accepting of my body the way that it is. I no longer want to change my body. Like, I don't want to have breast surgery or fill my face with Botox. I accept that I'm 30 now, I'm aging. And yeah, I really, really would like to find somebody to share my life with, but it's not the most important. And most of the girls on this trip, actually every girl on this trip, 20 girls, and they all say that they don't care if they have a man or not. Even the ones in long-term relationships, obviously some of them have found their soulmates and they're so happy, but their man doesn't complete them, and they're not going to change their life and what they like for a man. And I'm so happy to hear that, because why should we completely change ourselves for a partner? I know that compromise is important, but I think trust is even more important. Trust is like the key thing. If you haven't got trust, you're on a rocky foundation. So, and I think that trust is built over time. Yeah, if you have any comments on how to trust, if you have any tips on how to trust people, please drop in the comments. I think as well, communication is so key. Communicating within relationships, and even on first dates, like talking about your needs and wants and likes and dislikes and what you see in the future, because I think just not wasting each other's time is so valuable. So yeah, probably gonna leave it there. But these gardens are beautiful. I'm so happy to be here, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna go and bake some cakes now and set up for our picnic, and then we've got a Met Gala themed dinner party this evening. And if you'd like to join the society, please follow us on Instagram at the Ivy Society UK. It is women only and it's free to join. All you need to do is drop us a DM and ask us to be in the group chat, and we will keep you informed of all our upcoming events and meetups. We have 2 meetups a month. One is called Run Club, but we don't actually run. We just walk and get coffee, and like on Sunday we'll be going to Brick Lane in London, Columbia Flower Market, getting coffee, just yapping. And I was thinking about renaming it for to Matcha and Olive Club, because that's like the colour of our branding, but also I quite like that it's a running joke that we're a run club, so we'll leave it as Run Club, I think. So that's a free event, and then we have a paid event, which would be like dinner out and drinks in London, or we go to places like Windsor Castle. We're going to Glastonbury in July for a little day trip, which you have to pay for your train and then a nice lunch. So that's usually between £50 and £100 for everything, once we've had a really good day out. And then we do our trips, like our retreat here. Look how beautiful that is. It's stunning. I will give a tour of the house if I can. Outside. I don't want to disturb people. And we do trips abroad. We've done 2 ski trips now. I'm going to do another one at Christmas. And we are doing a trip to Morocco, although struggling to fill the spaces for that. We only have 5 girls committed to Morocco so far, so we might be changing it to Tuscany, or I'm going to check our villa that we went to in France last year, because that was perfect. So yeah, that's all from me today. Hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for watching.